Mathematics is a language because it uses sound or unconventional symbols to express selves and to communicate with others. For instance, the mathematical language of algebra has symbols such as English letters, Arabic numerals, constants, variables, terms, and algebraic expressions, as well as mathematical statements like equations and inequalities.
Reasoning and proving greatly aids me in my field as an English major educator in the way that it makes me more analytical in terms of problem solving and what needs to be done in order to solve for the case at hand.
Mathematics is a significant tool as it is a common language present in several disciplines such as science, literature, and humanities. More complex math, such as geometry, algebra, and calculus, can help students solve chemistry problems, understand the movements of the planets, and analyze scientific studies. In literature, mastering basic arithmetic can enable students to better understand the meter in poetry, the number of words to include in a line, and the effect that certain rhythms have on the reader are all products of mathematical calculations. History often requires students to review charts and graphs that provide historical data or information on ethnic groups. Mathematics is an essential learning since it is applicable in academic disciplines like science, literature, and humanities. It is relevant to society as we use it in our daily lives by simple computations of adding and dividing.
Money management is a good way for people to accumulate savings and to divide it accordingly, sectioning it under bills, retirement, food, emergencies, and miscellaneous categories.
The concept learned can be applied through saving profits, investing shares, and loaning in banks. I can easily make money with the right computations and mathematical strategies, though investing involves patience. The concepts discussed are wise strategies to gain income.
Mathematics can be used to gain financial literacy and profitability by buying and selling stock shares. In personal finances, buying price will be subtracted from the selling price to be multiplied to one's number of shares per company. All products will be added to know how much one gained or lost. Through this process, math is used to gain and recognize financial literacy and profitability.
The concepts discussed in this topic are essential and vital for everyone to learn and understand. No one is exempt from managing finances. Therefore, it is a great countermeasure of drastic loss and might even help you gain and earn instead.
Aside from this, it is useful in accumulating and managing money because it helps not only students but also those who earn, invest in companies, and loan in banks. Finance and money management are relatable math topics because it is beneficial in gaining knowledge about the business industry in terms of how to invest and become a wealthy person with the right plans in the near future.
Game theory is a framework for hypothetical situations in where the situations are called games and the participants are called players. This theory has been used to analyze parlor games, yet its applications expands further. In fact, this theory was developed by Hungarian-born American mathematician John von Neumann and his Princeton University colleague Oscar Morgenstern, a German-born American economist, to solve problems in economics. In their book, The Theory of Games and Economic Behavior, von Neumann and Morgenstern asserted that the mathematics developed for the physical sciences was a poor model for economics. They observed that economics is much like a game, wherein players anticipate each other's moves, and therefore requires a new kind of mathematics which they called game theory. Mathematics is the heart of decision making. Mathematical areas such as statistics, Game theory, modeling, probability, and the like are the perfect ingredients for making difficult choices in public policy, health, business, law, and many other human endeavors. With the concepts discussed in the topic, my view with the mathematics have surely been broadened. I realize the importance and relevance of mathematics in our daily lives, regardless whether used in a crucial problem or not.
Mathematics and communication technologies. What is the difference between coding theory and cryptography? First, coding theory is used to compress your data, so you only need to encrypt as little as possible. Then, encrypt your data using cryptography. Essentially, coding theory is associated with error-correcting codes. Coding theory, along with modern cryptography, is crucial in achieving this and offering valuable protecting against things such as fraud and identity theft. How relevant is mathematics in this digital age? Students are using technology and carefully chosen websites to gather authentic data, engage with math models, and communicate their understanding of the world in mathematical terms. School leaders are integrating and matching the right technology tools, labs, carts, tablets, graphing calculators, and more, with appropriate learning targets. Students are collaborating and growing through web-based learning communities. Also, the fact that a lot of codes are mathematically engineered to be accurate and pinpoint exactly what people need. What are your views in learning the concepts discussed in this topic? My view is that it's important to have math in our digital age since technology is advancing every day more and more. Coding especially is one thing that helps out with so many systems today, like banks, restaurants, stocks, and more. Having an accurate code will help with security within these establishments. That's why learning about coding theory and cryptography is important, because it allows us to realize that everything around us uses coding, whether it's for a simple home or a bank.